everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we got a new project. If you follow me on Instagram, I did do a poll maybe about a week and a half ago regarding if I should start a Is300 turbo build, which is something that I kind of like threw around a few years ago, but I was not in a position to actually have another build on top of the wide body Lexus. But this build's not going to start until the GS build is actually done, painted, or at least in paint. I don't want to start, mixing content around and then giving one car more attention than the other one, because I really do want to get that wide body Lexus built, or done, I should say. Just so that you guys have like a little background story to what I was trying to do. It was actually going into plan, but it all fell apart at the end. So this IS, it's actually from an auction. I actually bought it at auction, with the prices of these ISs that are going for right now, like on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, and stuff like that. These prices are out of control. I'm not paying, $4 or $5 grand for a clapped out car. I've seen some that are missing body panels, missing parts, not running for like $3 grand, $4 grand, and the body's all beat up, needs work. It's ridiculous. I'm not paying that much money for some clapped out shit. So I did buy this one. I did pull up the record. It is a salvage title because of this accident that it was in. Prior to that, there was no accidents. But I think what happened is this car probably went to a body shop that was overcharging. And when they submitted that to the insurance adjuster said, it's not worth it, salvage it out, we'll give you some money. Because I don't think the damage that it has, it's worth salvaging this car. Making a salvage, giving a salvage title. But, the car runs, it drives. I've driven it from the, I live kind of in a corner area, so I did drive it from like my driveway to the back, which is where I have all my cars at. Drives fine, shifts fine, turns on fine, doesn't overheat, none of that stuff. So let me just show you guys where the damage is on this car. So this is a 2003 Lexus IS. You can see all this stuff is just tied together, all the bumpers, stuff like that. So we do need a hood, do need a fender since it is pushed in and out a bit. Bumper, obviously. I believe the grill's also damaged on the clips. Yeah, you can push it in and out. Fog lights, they look fine, just faded, but I should be able to just, buff them out a little bit. The headlights for sure, I'm going with either the TRDs or something like that. What happened? So yeah, so as far as the GS goes, the GS is still, it's sitting out there, sitting pretty. Let me show you guys the interior on this car. The interior is fairly clean. So this car did belong, I'm assuming it was a girl-driven car. Seats a little bit ripped and stuff like that. That was even worse. But it did belong to a female. The reason why I say that is because the keys that came with the car actually had, like some girly stuff on, as far as the keychains go on it. So I'm hoping that it is pretty well taken care of. I'm still gonna go ahead and service it, do some cool stuff. Alright, just get that up there for now. So just by the looks of it, I can see that this upper radiator support, this part of the radiator support, I can tell it is bent down a little bit, which shouldn't be an issue. I can always have a jack that I can use for like framing and stuff like that. I can push that back into place. We just got to get the measurement from here and from there to make sure that's equally on top. Like I said, headlight, bumper, it's all damaged. Grill is broken. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start cutting off all these wires, because there's also a wire here. So I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting all this stuff off. Cut all this stuff off, get the front bumper off, and then we can start getting like the grill, the headlight, the fender, and all that stuff off. The hood's probably going to stay on there just because I don't want any like water in case it rains. I mean, we're in the summer, but who knows. I'm going to leave the hood on there. Another thing that I did notice is it's whining. So power steering is actually probably bad on it. Yeah, there's some leaks on it. There's almost no fluid in there. So that's another thing I gotta get ordered up. But other than that, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up on the tripod. Go ahead and start disassembling this, and then we'll start figuring out a parts list. I have been looking on like OfferUp, Craigslist, and stuff like that for some used parts, and these things are a pain in the butt to find. I can't find. I mean, I can find bumpers that are already damaged that tabs are broken on, which, I mean, that's useless to me. So I have decided to go with an aftermarket bumper. I just haven't decided on which style I want to go with. As far as the headlights, same thing. We're gonna go with like some black housing TRD style or whatever JDM style ones. The grill, I'm not too sure. I might just get another factory Lexus grill just because I want to kind of like stay away from what the whole crowd's doing, because I know the whole crowd's either doing the Altiza or the TRD style. So I think it would be cool if I just keep the Lexus grill on there, and instead of like swapping everything out, like TRD this, TRD that, Toyota badges here, I think I'm just going to keep all the Lexus badging on here, maybe just black it out, because I am planning on changing the color of the car as well. But yeah, let me just stop talking. Let me put this on the tripod and I'll start disassembling. Alright, so all the parts are off. So headlight, lower headlight bracket, and the front bumper, and the grill obviously comes off with the front bumper. And the clip on this side, the retaining clip for the grill, is broken there. That's about it. I'm a bit OCD about it, so I could technically just run it that way and it would have been an issue, but I'm very OCD, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get a new grill. Fog lights should be fine. Maybe sand them down and re-clear them, and they should look like brand new. But as I was mentioning, get a comfortable here. So yeah, as I had mentioned, this is pretty much nothing. I mean, like I said, just this corner is pushed down. And this is pushed in. This is supposed to be standing straight up, but that could easily just be rebent. You know, even with my hand I can move it a little bit. That could easily just be rebent up how it's supposed to be. And I think what happened is whatever hit it, or whatever they hit, must have just pushed, you know, since the headlights are holding on here, it must have just pushed the headlight in and just pulled everything with it, since it is grabbing onto this, and the bracket that goes here, obviously. And there is a bit of damage on the bumper support. Nothing that scares me, obviously. It just looks like whatever it caught right on the edge of the hole, and it just ripped the hole in it. But, you know, that's nothing to be too concerned about. It looks pretty good to me, actually, so, or usable at least. Other than that, yeah, like I said, I don't think it should have been salvaged by that. Like I said, they probably just took it somewhere where they gave them like a high-priced repair job, turned that into the claim adjuster, and they just said, here's just some money, we'll take your car, so you're on your way. I think that's very well what happened. But other than that, yeah, so as far as stuff that we need to order, headlights I already placed the order for. Fender, I've been looking around on like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, stuff like that, and most of the cars that I found that they're parting out, they've already been sold. The passenger fender, for some reason, it's very, I guess it's very common for people to mess up the passenger fender on these ISs because they're very hard to find. Other than that, yeah. So I'm probably just gonna get one like off eBay, like some like Chinese brand or whatever it is. I am planning on white bodying the car anyways with fiberglass over fenders. Other than that, yeah, fender, headlights, lower bracket. I did find one on eBay for like 30 bucks. Front bumper, I am not too sure which one I'm running as of yet. I do have two in mind. I do like the TRD style, and I keep forgetting what's the name of the other one. Alright, sorry if it got cut off all of a sudden, but this GoPro Hero 9 is just, it keeps overheating on me for no reason. Probably been recording for about 10 minutes, actually less than 10 minutes, probably about 5 minutes. You saw how long it took me to take the bumpers off. But nonetheless, I let it cool down, and I kind of worked on the car a little bit. Not worked on it, but I kind of like took some measurements, kind of try to just kind of like muscle some of the stuff that's kind of bent around a little bit, just minimal. Took some measurements, and everything is within, I'd say, 1/8 of each other. Like there's 1/8 difference between one side of the car and the other side of the car. That could just basically be uneven cement or pavement where the car's sitting at. But I did put a level. Once I put the level on there, and then I started taking measurements from the leveled areas, it's about 16 off, which is a 16 is less. It's about a thickness of a quarter, or I'd say probably a nickel. That's probably the thickness of it. That is the variation from one side of the car to the other side of the car where the damage is, being that the driver's side is not damaged at all. But I'll show you guys. So this right here is actually supposed, I thought it was bent. It's actually supposed to be that way. It's actually supposed to be leaning. You can see where I kind of pulled it a little bit and the paint started chipping off. But it's actually supposed to be slanted. Look at this side. It's actually slanted back. There is no damage here. So I went ahead and I left it that way. The upper radiator support, same thing. It's just a little bit minorly pulled down a little bit from this corner here. So I'll get a jack and I'll start pushing up on it. Then I can get some measurements off of it. I can feel that it's buckled right here, right where the bolt is. It has like a sharp bend down. So I know it's not the radiator support itself, but it's probably just the fender that's holding it down a little bit. You can see I did manage to pull the big bend out of it, so it's not bent as much as it should. For sure I can just, hammer and dolly and get a little bit smoother out, and my body guy should be able to clean that up. And then this seam as well has to go in a little bit. And then actually this doesn't even bother me too much, because I think for the over fenders you cut this whole entire piece off, and then the fiberglass piece bolts up on here, so this doesn't even bother me too much. Another thing that I did see is here. This lower part is actually pushed up, so this whole fender has to come down. See, it's a good piece. So I probably have to remove the fender and then kind of like straighten it out, bend it back down 90 degrees, and then bend this back out 90 degrees. But it sounds a bit hard, but I should be able to do it. Other than that, yeah, this side's perfectly fine, A-okay, no damages over here. But yeah, as far as damage parts that I need to order in, headlights are on order. Some black housing TRD styles. They're not the original ones, but they are TRD style black housings. What else? A grill. Front bumper, I'm not too sure what I'm actually going to order yet. I have two in mind. Front bumper. What else? Oh, power steering pump, since it is leaking. We're going to go ahead and do that. And a hood. Now, I'm not sure if I should just stay with this hood, since technically it is still good condition. I should just stay with this hood. And I'm sorry, not good condition. It's actually damaged. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. But it is damaged. But I mean, I should just keep it for now till the car actually gets painted, and then once it gets painted, I should just go with a carbon fiber hood. There's no sense in me actually buying a stock hood just to drive the car meanwhile we finish the wide body, and then buy another carbon fiber hood. So might just have to just run it that way. Usually there's damage on that one. So same place. It sort of looks like it actually went under like a truck or something, like where it was driving. I guess it must have stopped in traffic and the truck hit it right here. That's actually exactly what it looks like. But yeah, there it is. Fully disassembled. Take off the other headlight just because, obviously we're going to change both of them while we're at it. And yeah, should be good. Alright guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Next video, we should be working on the white body Lexus. I just wanted to get this video out the way, just so that, you know, we have an idea of what we're going to do with this one. This is going to be a project for the channel. So we are, I keep saying we, I'm technically thinking about going turbo with this, which I am going to go turbo with it. Till it blows, and once it blows, then we can do a full build on it, either LS3 swapped, or I think LS3 swap would be pretty dope. Or we could just do another 2J, or maybe even a 1J, which I let that 1J get away from me. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but there was a 1JZ swapped Is300 5-speed manual, made in Is300 coilovers, some sort of a catback. It was wrecked. It was at the auction. I found it at the same time that I found this one, and there was no bids on it. There was 4 days left for the bidding to go, and there was no bids on it. So my idea was to get this one, fix up the body, and then swap over the 5-speed swap from the other one that was wrecked up with the 1JZ, obviously, and then do a full build with this one. And the other one was pretty much just trashed. It was wrecked all over. I'll try to flash a picture of it right quick. But yeah, on Friday, which was yesterday, today's Saturday, I got outbidded. I went up to about $4,000 just to see where the guy was gonna stop. There was a few guys bidding it up, and then once we got into like about the $3,000 range, a lot of them dropped out, and it was just me and a guy from Mexico. We're just going at it. I pushed him a little bit to see how far he would go. He did go up to 5. That was just a little bit too much for me. I know the 1JZs are going for about 4,500 right now with the ECU and everything. That one did have a stick shift ECU on my own transmission. But it was just, you know, after transportation fees and after broker fees, because he did need a broker, so I needed to pay my broker, which I did pay him for that already. I need to get my money back on that. So broker fees, transportation fees, and auction fees, and gate fees. If the car was $5,000, I was going to be looking at a total of about, I'd say about $8,000. All in all, it just, I mean, obviously you guys can do the math. It's not worth it. I can just do a W58 trans and a 1JZ GT swap with a standalone for about that price, and I'd be in the same position. And then we don't know what the condition of that other motor was. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here, man. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.